G'day guys, Kiwi Bow Hunter here. Recently I've been watching a few videos, mainly those National Geographic ones, the Doomsday Preppers, and I just think it's quite funny. This is going to be a little bit of a rant video, just about the sort of armchair survivalists. You know, these like middle-aged women who are like 100 pounds or like 50 kilos overweight, standing there with them. Like some woman that was standing there with this big revolver, and I can't remember what it was, like 500 Smith & Wesson or whatever it was. She's sitting there saying how 3 shots of that would rip someone in half. Looks like she wouldn't even be able to bloody run down to the letterbox. They're getting, you know, tired. But I just find those people kind of funny. Like, you see lots of videos on YouTube of people with brand new gear in their bags, and or you know, a gun. They're like, oh, it's real great so far, I've shot it like 20 times or whatever, and you're like, okay, it sounds really reliable. Go run it some shit through it, and you know, pump a couple hundred rounds out, whatever in it in quick succession over like an hour, grimy in the dust and whatever, and see how it still runs after that, and if you need to clean it. My 870 so far, I'm still testing the thing to see if I like it. I've run about 1,000 rounds of various different shot, like slugs, buckshot. The buckshot's all military surplus, the cheap stuff, because over here buckshot, like the Winchester's like $45 for a box of 25, it's fucking ridiculous. So I run the cheaper like Malaysian surplus through it, or German surplus, just stuff I get from the gun shop. A heap of like trap ammo, number 4 birdshot, because that's what I use on animals. I've shot about 1,000 rounds through it so far. Mate, quite a lot of it's just been trap ammo, just because I can't justify spending the amount of money I'd like to on the slugs and the buckshot that I would, but I'd rather store most of that back, the stuff I buy. But you know, and I haven't cleaned it yet, and the only few malfunctions I've had were my fault, and they were recently, and they were, well, the first one I just got it, and it was all of them have been from short stroking, not getting the pump racked all the way back far enough, and then trying to move it forward again when it's kind of halfway. First one I was just getting it because I was just trying to get the hang of it, and then after the first couple, like the first 2 magazines, I realised that you just need to smash it all the way back as hard as you can, all the way forward. Now I've got the side saddle on it, I find it's a little bit more difficult just to get the wrist position right when I'm bringing it from low ready, or just like hanging on the sling, bring it up, getting on. Like, I find that's a bit harder to like get my wrist right so it doesn't hit on the side saddle. So I've just been experimenting with different ways to hold it. I'm thinking about putting a pistol grip on the front. But anyway, bit of a rant, getting sidetracked as well. But keep saying, I saw a video a while ago as well about some guys talking about how much he likes his bag, and it was like literally like a brand new pack. Like, he still had the tag on it, and he opens it up, and all the stuff in it was still in the packets. Like, he had brand new boxes of ammunition, which is fair enough, I suppose, if he didn't want to keep his magazines loaded for whatever reason. But like, all his fire starters and his cook kit and all this shit was still in the boxes. I'm like, fuck, you never even tested it. Like, how are you planning to rely on something that you don't even know if it works? You can't just, you know, go guts for garters on something, say you're going to use it in a disaster scenario, and you're carrying the weight around, and then like after lugging it around for like maybe a day and a half or 2 days, and then you pull it out and go to use it, and you realise the fucking thing doesn't work, or you don't know how to use it. Like, how stupid is that? It's just one thing. Fucking dogs. Yeah, it's just one of those things that really gets on my nerves, to be honest. People that, and they call themselves survivalists or whatever, and they're hugely overweight or hugely unfit looking, or or all of their stuff is canned goods. Like, that's their entire survival, you know, all they've put aside. They've never done any training, they've never practiced anything, they've never been outside by the fucking looks of things, and all they've got is like 3 rooms in their house like stacked completely full of cans. Well, that's fair enough, but what are you going to do if like there's an earthquake and your house falls down? Like, we had earthquakes here, and I've had to move my stuff into separate different locations. I've put it in places where I can at least get to some of it if the house collapses. Like, I should be able to get like part of it out. At least I've got some out in the shed stored up, I've got stuff in my car, I've got stuff at one other location as well. I'm trying to find a suitable bug out location at the moment to put more stuff. But you know, if that's all they've got, it's better than a kick in the pants. Or like, it's good if all they're planning for is a socio-economic collapse or whatever, but like, you know, at the end of the day, relying on just that one little thing is probably not that good. Like, you've got to be well-rounded, like that's the idea. You don't need to be really good at one thing particularly. Most people will be better at one thing than the other, but like, you've got to try and round out those skills a little bit. Like, yeah, it's that's my little rant, because I just watched another episode of it because I just got home from work and I've been killing some time, but it just sort of irritates me when I see these people that just don't look like they do anything other than buy tins of beans and still call themselves survivalists. Anyway, righto guys, cheers.